today we're going to talk about adding integers, not with using models this time, although you can always go back to using those, but with the rules, or with the easy ways, the kind of the rules to do what we need to in order to add them. So let's take a look at this first problem. I have negative 6 plus 5. The rules kind of are this. If you have both positive, like what we've been working with since we were in first grade, then we just add like normal. So like for example, if you had 5 plus 3, they're both positive, so 5 plus 3, we just add and it stays positive 8. Okay, so we can kind of visualize white plus white stays white. Okay, let's say it was negative 5 plus the negative 3. So they're both negative, so they're still joining forces. They're still joining together. Red and red, more red is still going to give us red, so we know our answer is going to be negative, and we're just going to add the values of 5 and 3 to get negative 8. Okay, so if they both are positive, they stay positive. If they're both negative, they stay negative. We just add the values. If we have one of each, let's say we have negative 5 plus a positive 3, there's one of each, we actually are going to subtract them, and we keep the sign with the one that has the most. So like we have more here because there's 5 negatives versus 3 positives, so our answer is going to be a negative, and if we take 5 minus 3, we end up with minus 2, or negative 2. Okay, so let's apply the rules to these problems. So the first one, negative 6 and a positive 5, but we're adding. Two different signs, meaning that we have to subtract the values. So 6 minus 5 would be 1, and I know it's going to be negative because I have more here with the negative, so my answer is going to be negative 1. Negative 9 plus negative 3. They're both negative. So red plus red, all we're going to do is keep the sign and we're going to add the values. 9 plus 3 is 12, and because it's negative, both of them, we're just going to keep it as a negative 12. The third one, 7 plus negative 10. Opposite signs, one positive, one negative. So we have to subtract them. So 7 from 10 would give us 3. And we have more negative, so the sign that we're going to use is that negative sign. This one positive, one negative, positive 12, negative 5. Again, we're going to subtract them, so 12 and minus 5 would be 7, and in this case, I don't have, my larger one is a positive, so it's not, my negatives are all gone, so my answer is going to stay positive 7. One more. Negative 8 plus negative 2. They're both the same sign, both red, both negative, so we're going to add those, which is 8 plus 2 is 10, and we're going to keep the sign as negative. I hope that helps. That's all for now.